So there is a mandate in enterprise, even in mid-market SME companies, to reduce the stack simply because complexity, because more things break, more you introduce, and you really don't get the ROI beyond a certain point. And I saw an analyst report, they did surveys in enterprise, 5,000 employees and larger, and the IT organization thought they have 150 apps, but they, on an average, enterprises have 641 apps. So they don't even know how many apps they have because they have all these rogue departments buying apps. So when you come back to SME mid market, do you see there's a push towards integrated platform, or do you see people? What trend do you see before we even get into this AI agentic discussion?
So the trend that I sort of see in that mid-market perspective is, and I think the term back in the day was like shadow IT. There's a lot of that going on. A really good example there would be LinkedIn Sales Navigator, where a lot of salespeople can just go, I've done this and I'm off, and there we go. And there is a lot of that going on. And that's harder to track initially because that'll go through FP&A as expenses. There's definitely a push to be aware of the costs going on, but the mentality can often be like, we just need to be able to do the thing, and then we circle back and think more strategically about the overall view of how we move from here to there. That's quite common across the board. A better approach, and sometimes the tougher sort of sell in that respect, is thinking more strategically in terms of long term. I see a lot of clients have come to me and they've said, we want to buy this tool. And this is a common scenario where you go, there's been a new senior leader of some description, and I'd like to buy this tool. Great. Why? And it's not always led with, or because I need to be able to see X, Y, and Z, or this particular requirement. It's normally, and unfortunately, it's because I used it at my last company. So, okay, how that company would have been structured, set up, managed, run, all those good things is going to be entirely different to how your current organization operates and works. And so to have that same experience, that same tool, it potentially could be a huge uplift on the team that already has a day-to-day workload to manage. So the biggest thing that, again, that we'll take away from this, I would say, is you have to think more strategically in terms of what are you trying to achieve versus going around and looking at which tools would be best to buy.